Future Garage is a style that has a lot of effects and a lot of kind of airy futuristic textures, so I'm going to do something now to bring some of that in. And this is really because I want to start getting the atmosphere quite early on this mix. We've got a whole lesson of effects and stuff next week, but I wanted to bring this in now because it brings the flavor quite early. So here's the backbeat. I'm going to use a send effect to feed the signal to bus 1, but I'm going to do this a little bit different to what you might have seen. I'm going to do this basically pre-fader. Bring the level up, and I'm going to bring the actual fader down. The reason for this is because I only want to hear the effect. So if I now come down to filter, auto filter, what I'm going to do is take the cutoff modulation up, bring the cutoff frequency down, and bring up some resonance. Got a really interesting little flavor coming through there. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to send that now through a reverb. Let's go for platinum verb. Because of the filter movements, we're getting some really interesting texture coming back. Let's roll down the bass on the reverb. Take the reverb time down a little bit. And let's bring the beat, the original beat, back now. So it's a little bit different to your straightforward reverb from the drums, which you have to be careful about anyway. So we've got a really nice extra texture there to add some atmosphere. Let's have a listen in the mix. Now we're getting more into the detail here. I'm feeling also that the percussion, although the groove is really nice on the original track, I'm feeling I want to tighten this up. So I'm going to take this onto slicing mode, and I'm going to quantize. So what do I use? 16D. I'm going to do the same on this one. So we're going to take that down. 16D swing. Let's have a listen. Got to say, I'm really liking the flavour there actually. Now it gets a bit glitched at that point, so potentially, and that's because it's quantizing something that was actually on a very, very tight grid before. I'm going to take that away. I'm going to strip it down, and this is some. Basically, you make decisions when you're making remixes. You don't have to include everything that was used on the original mix. So for me, I really do like the flavour of what I've got here. I'd be inclined to more so loop that. So let's have a listen. And we can look at doing some variations from some of these later sections actually. I'm just going to take this to about here and see if I can find something else that will be usable. So I think we pretty much know that that section we're about to go into is the one that was a bit messy. Let me just check. Okay, no, that was fine. So take this one. Okay, now I've got something here that was quite good. It was this one that was working. This one wasn't. Come back and listen to that again. Now that worked as a nice little contrast. So if I cut here, let's take this one, bring this over. So we've got a little alternating fashion going on there. And what about this? Yeah, that's good. Now it goes into the messy section. Let's take that one away. How are we doing on this one? I like that. Yeah, we got some nice variations there, quite subtle, but they're working. Let's have a listen to the whole section again. Thinking about bringing it down in the mix a bit more. Maybe shifting the pan balance about a bit. Now they were feeling just a little bit too messy actually, so let me take this one away. Let's bring this one over, potentially this one as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna basically chop and bring this over. I'm wondering also about spatializing this, bringing in effect to add some wideness, imaging, stereo spread. Let's see how that sits. Yeah, because with Future Garage you do get a lot of widening effects coming in. I like what's going on with that. I'm going to keep that there for the moment, but potentially we might take that away later. We shall see. So we've got a nice little vibe going on there now with the percussion grooving much nicer with the backbeat that was created. So we'll be looking at adding something like the stabs or the bass on the next one.